It is 4:30, folks. Great to see everybody. And I turned down the temperature a little bit for your trip over here, so we got a little bit of reprieve. But yes, first meeting of our new fiscal year, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'd like to call to order the July 27th, 2026 meeting of the Sangamon Mass Transit District to order, please. May I have a roll call, Stephanie?
Chairperson Brewer.
Sure.
Vice Chairperson Downstrow. Secretary McCarthy. Here. Treasurer Becerra.
Here.
Trustee Doss. Trustee Douglas.
Here.
Trustee Stratton.
Here. Okay, very good. Thank you for that. I guess I would just say on behalf of all the trustees, a lot of great things happened in the past fiscal year. I know summer's always busy too, and audits and budgets and all those good things, but a lot of great things happen in the district and the communities that we serve. So thanks very much to everybody for all that. So, okay. First item up, as always, is approval of some minutes, and those are going to be this time from our June 22nd meeting. Trustees would have had those in their packets. Hopefully you had time to review them, but is there any discussion there? Any adjustments, modifications, anything we need to discuss? And if there isn't, I'll look for a motion.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. We have approval for those meeting minutes. Thank you. Let's jump into our director's communications. First up, as always, Steve from our managing director.
Just real briefly, I've been invited to a meeting that I went to last year at Hanson. It's a transportation-related roundtable with Congresswoman Nikki Budzinski. They talk about all kinds of federal funding, grant funding, what the needs are, any problems we're having. So it'll be a good discussion. I was called on to speak a little bit last time about what was going on at the district. So I would anticipate that happening again, but I'll be doing that later this week. And then the only other note I was going to pass on was that the East Yard project that you approved a little while back, we're just waiting on the architect and the contractor to organize the subs to put together the kickoff meeting for that. So because it took so long to get approval, it's taken the contractor a little while to regather all the subs and get them together in the same place. So we're trying to push that along so that we can still maybe get that done this construction season. We're going to be running out of time here pretty quickly. And if anybody had any other questions from my report, just let me know.
Now, there's always a number of items there, so we appreciate the updates, but any further questions or comments for Steve? Okay. If not, we appreciate it. Finance and administration. Let's jump to Michelle.
Yes, in the month of July, we started off the fiscal year. So we started off with entering payroll rates and insurance, non-insurance this time. And then we begin the process to close the end of the year. So lots of reconciling accounts, submitting reports, and preparing for the annual audit. The audit has started. Preliminary field work, on-site auditors were on-site on July 23rd and 24th, which was last Thursday and Friday. I thought it went well. We continually have training in the month of July. 4 of our finance employees in some capacity attended a cybersecurity training. So that was beneficial. It's an ongoing topic that we continually need training on. So it's good.
Timely for sure, isn't it?
Yes. That's all.
Okay. All right. Very good. A lot going on to kick off the fiscal year, but any follow-up for Michelle? Trustees? Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll move into operations. Melissa?
We did have an operations committee meeting this past month, which was nice. We haven't had one in a little while. We talked about some route service changes for January that we're not ready to release yet, but we got to do some testing. We did talk about some immediate changes with the Route 16 in August, the end of August. We'll see not necessarily more frequent service, a little quicker turnaround on getting to Shields and back to a transfer location at Junction Circle. We'll make some changes with the Route 16 to accomplish that. We'll be servicing the Dome now as well as the Shields store itself. We are also canceling a school tripper, a supplemental route 217, and it's the one that is the North End, Milton, North Grand area. It has had significantly low ridership for quite a while. And we think the reason being is most of those students, if they are there, are riding the Route 3, transferring to the Route 2 at Walmart and getting right to Landfair. It's a bus that will go by Landfair. So we're going to go ahead for conservative stake, cancel that tripper until we see a need for it in the future. It is the end of the fiscal year last month, so I would like to note, the operation committee already knows this, but our paratransit rides did exceed 6 figures. First time
Well done.
in the 20 years that I've been here, I've seen it happen. So it is a 7.2% increase over fiscal year 25. So it was pretty nice. They're growing by leaps and bounds. Fixed route ridership is a little more modest. They had a 0.25% increase, but it was 3,390 rides over the previous fiscal year. So
Well done.
we're moving up,
Great stuff.
slowly
Absolutely.
but surely.
Yeah. When you get to these points, it just multiplies, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well done. Pass along our appreciation to everybody. Any follow-up from Melissa on any of those? You know, I might have some comments from the operations committee, but yeah. I guess while I have you, this time next month, we might be in the middle of or looking at things that happened over at the state fair. So how's everybody gearing up for that?
For us, well, Tony's does a lot with the state fair advertising and things like that. For me, we really have the supplemental service in the evening for that, the shuttle to the fairgrounds and back. It's the same one we do every year. So it's not quite as much of a need for planning on our part.
Mhm.
But we're ready. We have it on the books already.
We point out the number of trips that the regular service makes to the fairgrounds, to the main gate and to 8th Street. So that's what we've been focused on for the last few years, and it seems to be okay.
Good, good. Tony will have communications as usual.
Yes. August 2nd.
He's very to the point, isn't he? He's-
It
I like that. Okay, well done to operations. Thank you. Okay, let's go into our report section if we could. First item up there is our May 2026 financial statements and cash disbursements as is customary. They should have had those in their packets, so I would just ask if there was anything that we need to address or any questions. Modifications, if not, I'll look for approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second there. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. Let's jump into some of our committee reports. Is there anything from our finance committee
Nothing.
today? Okay. All right, thank you. Very good. Operations, I know there was a number of activities there, but is there any additional comments that you want to follow up with?
Just excited about the 6-figure ridership and also the software that they use to see the percentage of riders.
Okay,
It was awesome just to see how that's calculated. So
excellent. Okay, very good. All right, administration committee, anything there?
I think we're gonna have some things to talk about later, but
Okay, thank you. And anything from IT steering?
we met on July 18th and we spoke about the need of upgrading equipment and software programming. It's ever evolving.
It was software month.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Sandra, thank you very much. All right, how about planning commission report? Jason?
Just a few things to update you on things we've been working on that we continue to work on right now. We're going forward with our Regional Vision project, which is kind of started as the West Side, South Side Growth Project. We're going to convene the technical committee in August with updates on progress for that. We've started working to update the Sangamon County unincorporated area comprehensive plan. It was a thing that we started way back in 2016, I believe, and it never quite got adopted, and it was updated in 2020, and now again with development that has caught people's attention, we've been asked to update that again for an adoption perhaps by the end of the year. So that's one thing we're working on. And also, we continue to work. We're very close to getting done with the Transportation Improvement Program, which is the 5-year horizon of projects that have been identified, that have been, identified with funding for for our constituents, such as Springfield, Sangamon, Mass Transit.
Excellent. Always something exciting going on, isn't
Yeah.
it? Even dusting off the old stuff. Yeah, very good. Any follow-up for Jason? Projects, and again, we're going to look forward to their partnership again this fiscal year, but anything? Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and thank you. And last up under reports was our ADA Advisory Committee. David's not here, and you said they
Yeah.
did have a meeting,
They
so,
canceled their meeting, so we'll hear from them when they do meet again.
okay, we'll look forward to their participation. Okay, let's jump into some new business. We have 4 items there that we need to consider. So first item there is our FY27 planning agreement.
Yes, so before the board tonight is our annual agreement that we have with Springfield Sangamon County Regional Planning Commission, also referred to as SFCRPC. They provide a variety of support services to us, including meeting FTA's requirement that we participate in public notification of our projects. They refer to that as Section 5307, Public Involvement Requirements for the Program of Projects. We also receive various reports from them. We attend monthly meetings on a regular basis, both for the policy and technical committees. We participate in that. And as far as financial impact, it's the same price as last year, so 0% increase.
Okay. All right, and that's a memo presented in the packet, but does anybody have any commentary or follow-up regarding this? We've had great relations with the county, and I think it's, obviously, I think it's something that the trustees want to continue, and it's been very fruitful in the past, so. Anything additional? Okay, well, I'll go ahead and look for a motion.
I make a motion to approve the annual agreement for fiscal year 2027 between Sangamon Mass Transit District and the Springfield Sangamon County Regional Planning Commission for the total of $22,000.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. So we have approval to move forward, and we'll continue that partnership. Next item up is our Clever Devices exterior announcement upgrade. Hadley, better turn that over to you.
All right. The ADA Advisory Committee shared that riders with visual impairments can have a harder time at the transfer center finding the correct bus. With the buses, there aren't assigned spots, bays, so they could be in a different spot every time. And currently, the announcements are only played when the doors are open. So we've talked to Clever Devices, and they can adjust the program to enable the announcements to play at a frequency to be determined down at the transfer center to help folks find the correct bus to get on. With this being a change to a proprietary system, putting the project out to bid would be duplicative in costs and also have an extended delay on this. So the program change is a one-time cost of $65,775.
Okay. Any questions for Hadley regarding this item? I think it's a nice example of our partnership with our outside vendors and organizations. So yeah, well done there, but.
We did explore other options if there was anything out there that would address the problems that they have navigating down around our buses, and I could not find anything. We looked for a while, so this is pretty much the only thing we could find that would give them at least a little bit better audio to be able to know where their bus is.
But the feedback so far has been positive on moving forward with it. They were.
If we talked to the ADA committee, I don't know that they've met yet
yet.
since we've been talking about this. So it'll be
Okay.
new information for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Very good. Any other commentary? Okay. If not, I'll look for a motion here.
I'll make a motion to authorize the managing director to execute the purchase order for the exterior announcement upgrade with Clever Devices for a total of $65,775.
Second.
Okay. We have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. We have approval, and we'll look forward to their feedback and see how that assists them. All right. Next item is our consideration for clearing certain equipment surplus, and then we do that from time to time. So Michelle, you tackle on that for us today?
We would like to declare AC machines as surplus. Let's see, there's 3 of them. And AC machines are used to add and remove refrigerant from vehicles. These 3 machines are beyond their useful life expectancy and they are no longer operational. So we plan to auction them off or scrap them.
Okay. I think we've all found out years ago, staff tells us they've outlived their useful life. They've made the most of it. So
Yeah.
very efficient, very efficient. Any follow-up here? I think it's pretty straightforward. But hearing none, I'll go ahead and call for a motion.
I make a motion to repair equipment declared surplus for the final disposition.
Second.
Okay, first and second on this one. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed here? Good, have approval for that. And last item up was our 5-year plan for the district. So Steve, are you going to address that?
You're all used to seeing this plan periodically. We're trying to coordinate it a little bit better with the beginning of the fiscal year every year. So that's our plan moving forward. Again, this is something that we start discussing at the directors retreats and the leadership team retreat. We go through everything that's in it, make sure that we're on track, or if we need to make changes, we make those changes at that time. This year's presentation is a little bit different than in the past. I kind of handed this over to Hadley last year, maybe. So she did the last one, and then this one, she made some pretty significant upgrades to the graphics and the presentation throughout the whole document. So there's a lot more here than there was before. Overall, the plan has served its purpose really well for us. When I started almost 12 years ago, I felt like we were sort of guided by the tip. Everything that was done in the tip, then we were just kind of scrambled to react to that. Our retreat process, all of our discussions, developing this plan, I feel like we have sort of taken control of what we're doing now. And the 5-year plan drives what we do. And we make sure the tip aligns with the 5-year plan. So everything in here is thought out, probably overthought in many cases, but we have a good idea what we want to get done. Sometimes we run into delays. Oftentimes outside entities are what cause our projects to be delayed. Everything else, we move forward pretty quickly. So with that, I was just going to say, a large percentage of the projects that we started with 5 years ago are complete. Large number of projects that we have incomplete so far are either scheduled, they're ongoing, or they're in process. So we're in good shape. Things are moving forward, although there are always a few projects that we wish were moving faster. So with that, I just wanted to let you know that Hadley did a great job on this, and it's presented for your review. We don't necessarily need approval, but I just wanted you all to know where this comes from, how it works, and the things that we choose to highlight are things that are important to us that we think you might be questions. I'm happy to answer.
Anything for Steve?
It was a hodgepodge, some Canva, some straight Microsoft.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Well done for an in-house created piece of collateral. Very well done. And obviously the information and everything that went into it obviously is important, but it's really caught my eye when I opened up the file. So
There's a public version that we had printed as well, so it's available to take as well. So,
any comments from the trustees? I know it's one of those pieces that gives us a lot of concise information in a small package, so we do appreciate it from this perspective, but well done to everybody. It's been a nice guiding document. That's a good exercise that goes on, so thank you very much. Okay, anything else on that? All right, then that will conclude new business. I think in the interest of time, I'll go ahead and call for any public comments. We will have to go into closed session, so just in case there's any public comments that want to go ahead, obviously folks are welcome to come back, and we encourage you to come back after back in an open session, but anything from anybody in the room?
Actually, I want.
Okay.
It's like, probably not on.
Okay.
Wondering why buses at the transit center can't use the same slots every time.
Depends on what any certain activity could be going on. If there's a bus broke down, that bay isn't available,
Same spots.
or as they pull in, initially, before we had the nice, when we were on the gravel lot, per se, on the other side of the tracks, they just came in and they were pulling in a slight straight line. So that rule just has never changed. It's something we could look into, but depending on buses breaking down, other factors like that, you can't always guarantee something would be in a certain bay, especially when we had Washington Street closures. They were having to, pull around and we just haven't got there yet. We could look into it, but then we would have to look at a fixed means of alerting bus stop locations too. So
We would have less flexibility to handle
yeah,
detours and other things that just happen on the ground. Right now, the first bus that gets back takes the first spot, and it's simpler, regardless of which side they're on. So
they're all, certain routes are at the same bus stops typically. So the same side of the island, but if they're pulling into the first slot and the next bus pulls into the second, it's a lot less opportunity for injury for someone to be walking in front of a bus and another one's coming to try to pull in front of it. So just smoother, less, less dangerous, I guess you could say, was our main thought. But it's something we can always look at and revisit.
Okay.
Can't guarantee a change in decision, though.
I hope that answers your question, Mr. Walker, and we appreciate your participation virtually, but as you heard from Melissa, they will take a look at it. Okay. Anything else, Tyler, from the internet or anything else? Okay, very good. Okay. If there's nothing additional, we will go into a closed session. So again, everybody's invited back. We'd love to see you. If we don't, just enjoy the rest of your summer. Stay cool out there, and we'll see you next time. So with that, trustees, we'll have to go ahead into a closed meeting. Steve, you got a couple things to pass out.
Trash.
Okay, thanks, Tyler. Again, the open meeting is now reopened. We still have a couple additional items to come before the Board of Trustees to take care of in this month's meeting. Have some items associated with litigation. And we have a motion or two there, so I will ask the trustees to call for the motions that we discussed.
So make a motion to approve the amount asked from the,
We have two, one for Worthy and one for Porter.
so I make a motion to approve the amount asked of Miss and Miss.
For the-
Mr.
For the Worthy
Worthy matter.
litigation.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, very good. We have approval to move forward with the Worthy item, and we have another piece of litigation that I need a motion on too as well, please.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the amount asked of the Porter.
Second.
Okay, first and second there. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed to that? Very good. So we have
Seconded that.
I did.
Okay. And we also had some additional business to come before us as it related to personnel compensation. We had some motions regarding this. So I would ask one of the trustees to introduce those motions, please.
Sure, I'll make a motion to approve the increases recommended by the admin committee for the director of operations and planning director of finance and administration.
Okay, first and second there. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. And one
And
last,
secondly, I'll make a motion to approve a 3-year contract of managing director and direct counsel to update the previous contract as directed, as we discussed in closed session.
Second.
okay, first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed to this? Okay, very good. Those are some additional items. Is there any additional business to come before the board today? Okay, hearing none, I'll thank everybody and all the trustees for all their efforts, and I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed here? Very good. Meeting is ended. Thanks very much to everybody. Stay cool out there. Enjoy the state fair. Call me if you need backup. I'll be out of town. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Yes, sir.
I saw you
Clear
had a
this
nice
off.
trip with your parents.